to Pritzker when he signed, yes, an executive order from the governor. And in that order, it's called Strengthening Our Commitment to Affirming and Inclusive Schools, which protects trans, non-binary, and gender non-conforming students from the type of bullying that this parent represents.
So Pritzker, the governor, signed an executive order reversing Trump's executive order, reverse uno, to prevent the type of bullying that the parent that came up before her represents, because that's called bullying. When you want your daughter to feel comfortable with other daughters, and you want your sons to feel comfortable with other sons.
Our next participant is Nicole Georges.
Hello, my name is Nicole Georges, and I'm here to demand that the locker rooms and bathrooms at District 109 be designated as biological male and biological female, as there already is a gender-neutral option. The girls want their locker rooms and bathrooms back. They want their privacy back. This is why I'm here tonight. My 13-year-old daughter's well-being and mental health and privacy is at stake. This nightmare began on February 5th when my daughter was using the girls' bathroom and was stunned that a biological male student was using it as well. She came home frightened and was extremely upset. I asked her to talk with her teachers and find out more information. She was told by the administration that a student can use the bathroom as well as a female locker room because they now identify as female. I was sent an email to the teachers involved and received a call from Principal Wegley. He verbally reiterated that under Joanna Ford's direction and their legal counsel that the student could use both the locker room and bathroom. I expressed that the school was in clear violation of federal policy. The Trump administration issued an executive order restricting biological males from participating in sports and accessing female locker rooms. That day, I filed a civil rights complaint on behalf of my daughter with the Department of Justice. It has now been referred to the Department of Education. A federal complaint has been filed with the district to protect the students. The situation went from bad to worse. A few days later, the male student was present in the girls' locker room. Feeling violated, the girls made the choice to not change into their PE clothes with a biological male student present. The next day, Assistant Principal Kathy Van Treese pulled the girls into their office, questioning them. The same day, Assistant Superintendent Joanna Ford, Kathy Van Treese, and multiple teachers all came into the girls' locker room, making them change into uniform. This went on all week with the addition of Ginger Laugerman. My daughter refused to take part in having her privacy being violated. How dare they? She ran out and called for me for help. Principal Wegley was offering my daughter a new PE class. The answer was no. She is not changing for the remainder of the year, and she is not changing into another class. The girls just want their privacy and they want their locker room back. There are gender neutral options. This is my daughter's story and the story of many other young girls who have been forced at the difficult age to do something they know and most adults know is wrong. Do the right thing, Deerfield, and give these girls their locker room and bathrooms back. Allowing biological males to access girls' locker rooms sets a dangerous precedent that erodes the very foundation of female privacy and safety. By making this decision, the school board is not only disregarding the concerns of young female students and making their families, but also establishing a legal and policy framework that will make it increasingly difficult to protect the integrity of female-only spaces in the future.
Thank you.
Children's genitals.
Yeah, for real.
Nobody was born you when you were talking, weren't you? Becky. Next name.
We'll call our next participant, Charles
Excuse
Friedman,
me,
please.
if we can be respectful of everybody's time here. So
Yes, thank you.
All right, so for a moment, they got into a back and forth, upset with each other, like, how in the world can y'all allow this to happen? Well, just a little backstory real quick. So Trump, he wrote an executive order saying that boys cannot play in girls' sports and they got to stay out of each other's bathrooms. All right. Well, the governor of Illinois, this dude, he reversed Trump's executive order for his state. He reversed Trump's executive order for his state, saying, well, where we are allowing boys to play in girls' sports. The same thing that they try to do in Maine. Remember when they were standing on business in Maine, where Trump said, well, then fine, you won't receive any funding whatsoever from the federal government. And because that was the hill that they were willing to die on. They was like, yo, we don't care. We want everybody to commingle, so to speak. And I'm trying to be real clear, real careful in how I communicate about this, because YouTube is one of those platforms that, depending on how you speak about this topic, you can come off as bullying or something like that. And I'm not trying to do that. It's ridiculous, man. It's so wild that you got to walk on eggshells just to freaking communicate, which makes no sense to me, because you have people out here that say whatever they want to say and they still blow the hell up. Maybe it's because they don't do it on their own channel. Shout out to Charleston White, who go from everybody else's platform saying whatever he wants to say, sometimes extremely disrespectful with how he even says it, but he's rewarded. People like myself who try to be respectful. Come on, man. It makes no sense. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age. I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course to work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week. And you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace. Here's the lady, man, who they call Charles. This is a lady who's about to say she identifies as he and they. Listen, I'm not trying to be a bully or nothing like that. I'm just saying sometimes we ought to appreciate what God has created. God didn't make any mistakes when we were created. You were born as a woman, but you identify as a man and a bunch of people. I identify as he and them, all of them. That's okay. Here's their retort.
I am happy to go after that one. Thank you, school board. From what I've heard, y'all are following the law, which is fantastic. My name is Charlie Friedman. My pronouns are they, he. I am a trans person. I am the parent of a trans middle schooler. I am also the director of operations for Trans Up Front. It's a nonprofit organization fighting for trans rights. We partner with over 30 major organizations, including the ACLU, Lambda Legal, HRC, etc. We have a protest coming up for trans rights on March 30th, 1 p.m., Federal Plaza. We have and I would like to take a moment to talk about Illinois. We're all very lucky to live in a state that protects everyone here. Specific to today, Executive Order 2019-11, which my kid was standing next to Pritzker when he signed. Yes, an executive order from the governor. And in that order, it's called Strengthening Our Commitment to Affirming and Inclusive Schools, which protects trans, non-binary, and gender non-conforming students from the type of bullying that this parent represents.
So Pritzker, the governor, signed an executive order reversing Trump's executive order, reverse uno, to prevent the type of bullying that the parent that came up before her represents, because that's called bullying. When you want your daughter to feel comfortable with other daughters, and you want your sons to feel comfortable with other sons. Okay, let's continue.
Also, under the Illinois Human Rights Act, Section 3B-1, the use of restrooms Locker rooms and changing rooms may not be restricted based on a student's physical anatomy or chromosomal sex. A student must be permitted to access restrooms or bathrooms, locker rooms, and changing rooms that align with their gender-related identity and without having to provide documentation or other proof of gender. Under this act, and it is stated, the discomfort or privacy concerns of other students, teachers, or parents are not valid reasons to deny or limit the full and equal use of those facilities based on a student's gender-related identity. Instead, any student, teacher, or other individual seeking more privacy should be accommodated by providing that individual with a more private option upon their request. Sounds like that would be a great option in this case for your kids.
Relax, okay? Talk to everyone now. Don't point us out. Do not look at
Excuse
us.
me.
So the
excuse
whole
me,
audience is that direction.
Well,
Excuse me. This is it's his time to talk, right? So
Thank you.
stand up, but don't-
So if needed, we'd be happy to dig in to contact our coalition to make sure that the board is supported in doing the right thing for the right reasons and
Oh, check her out though. Check her out. She went through all the processes and her mustache is coming in pretty good. All right. Her beard seemed to be coming in pretty good. That's pretty good. That's, you know what I mean? That don't turn me on, but it encourages me. Let me know that a woman that wants to be a man, all she has to do is go through the right processes and they can also get a beard, which sucks because then you have men like myself who can't connect a beard to save my damn life. I didn't bought beard butters and oils. I didn't massage my face for hours. I didn't brush my daggone skin where there was no hair follicles, just believing in God that he will wake me up on one Tuesday morning with new hair on my face. But the Lord said, not yet, Van. You gotta wait. Keep rubbing that beard butter on your face. Pray to me all you want. Pray to me Monday through Sunday. But you got a young looking face. You need to give God all praise, glory, and honor because you look young, you don't look old. But apparently, if you are a trans soul, all you got to do is get some chemicals injected into your body. And just like this woman, you can one day identify as he and they.
following Illinois state law. If you need my assistance, please do reach out. It's transupfrontil.com. Thank you.
thank you.
All right, guys. So there you have it. It's saying, look, if you want our money, you want our support, then this is the only way you're going to get it. We're not going to give to this board anymore if you're going to support this bullying and this hate that's coming from the Bible. I mean, from Republicans. All right, guys. So that's what we have right now. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. Y'all are absolutely phenomenal.